And they're going to try to inch forward. But every time they get shot at, they're going to stop. And those guys aren't in range just yet. They're going to shuffle about. Some of them are going to shuffle about in the base. And then this medium tank is going to take a shot at me.
Damage minimal.
I don't know about that. If he takes too many more, I might be in trouble. I can't honestly remember how many shots the tank takes on him. And I believe it's only 1 or 2 at the most. What are you doing up there? What is going on? What? Oh, and there you go, Lieutenant Nonikoff. This guy. So he's actually coming out of the thing and moving down. That's rare, actually. So anyway, reinforcements have arrived. We survived that. He only did 1 round. So in my experience, it was only 1 round, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be more than that. I was fairly confident I was going to be safe. And this dude's actually coming down towards us. He usually sticks up in the base, but this is what I was talking about with Lieutenant Nonikoff. You kill him and you retrieve his body, you get a special weapon. After the map, you'll say, you seize such and such from the enemy. And you can equip them on the in the barracks as to who has what weapon. And in my experience, the Imperial weapons are just not that good. So I tend to not even really bother trying. It's still, you know, kind of annoying nonetheless. Because this guy's incredibly annoying. He'll even though he's not even in cover, he'll go to his stomach and, you know, evade a tank mortar. You know, not even the tank mortar, but, you know, the actual grenade launch from the tank. And I'm like, you tell me that doesn't do any damage to him at all? It's just so, it's so frustrating at times. You know, because at point in time, there's times when this video game, you need to hold its hand. And that's what I talked about in a prior part about save checking, is that's why I save so often, because I don't like to replay the same stuff over and over and over and over again. There are certain instances where you just have to hold the game's hand and you let it know that it's, you know, tough. You know, I'm going to win. But nonetheless, let us now save, because of exactly what I was just talking about. You never know what kind of weird bullshit they're going to throw your way. Just in case. We don't want to go through the enemy's turn multiple times just to, you know, redo what we want to do. But what we are going to do is we're going to give an order. I don't know if I have it or not. Defense boost. We do have it. Okay, that's good. Defense boost to Jan.
This is an order. Brace up and get ready to defend yourself.
Because he is about to head right into the tail end of that tank, as I've said in the past. As you saw with Freesia, the moment you come within range, I think it starts to tear into you. And if you don't have this defense boost on, it'll tear through you.
You? Sure.
So just to ensure that he makes it right into the line of fire, as you can see, his health isn't really going down all that far. But yeah, that thing right there, on these medium tanks, is something you have to be very aware of, because those will shred your infantry. Now, what is this? Like 10 feet away and not even? If he misses, that's a point where I'm going to reload what I just saved, because that's utter nonsense. There's no reason that he should miss. Again, it's happened before. And it's so frustrating when it does.
Who are these guys?
And for him, you don't really need him for the rest of the map. So all you need to do is just really inside the line, but off to the side. So that any stray anything coming from down this road, from the base up ahead, doesn't clip him or do anything weird or stupid or funny. Alright, for right now, we can try to get these 3 into position now.
Alright, here I go.
So this, I don't know how many people know this secret without looking it up. The hint was at the beginning of the level when you ran your tank into the trees that they can be destroyed. These can also be destroyed with a grenade, which opens up a very juicy path behind the base, which makes this mission far, 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 far easier.
We're under fire here. Requesting backup.
Enemy sighted.
Please don't follow them into
And in my experience, there's only one guy up here. It's another anti-tank thing.
Ready yourselves for the next attack.
Right there. That'll work. I don't think the rest of them have enough juice to get up here. I'm pretty sure. At this point in time, Jan's in the base, so the base can't be taken. More often than not, it's really not going to be that big of a deal because of the fact that... And I think I can...
Can't beat the smell of fresh soil.
I can try to shoot at him, but it wouldn't surprise me if he ducks down right now. Yeah, look at that. He has a habit of doing that. The named ones have a far more of a habit of doing that. I felt safe doing it, though, because I knew I was out of his range.
Watch out.
And by keeping yourself out of his range, that's another reason why as soon as we get there, I'll explain it better. But the weapons that they're carrying, I always go down the accuracy route, because not only does it make that circle smaller, but it also increases the range at which you can shoot at somebody. Which is good for both when people are coming across your own soldiers' paths, and also when you're trying to shoot at somebody.
Please proceed with...
But we're gonna get these two up there.
I'm ready to go.
The reason why I'm okay with shooting at this guy is because, again, he there's nothing else for them to do or shoot at. So if they get some bullets on him, great. If not, oh well.
Shall we dance?
And she got some on him. I think only one solid hit, though. But hey, it's more than nothing. Better than nothing, I suppose. Again, that guy's incredibly annoying to deal with.
Lancers, please keep...
Alright. For right now, I'm going to move my tank forward. That's going to be very important
combat.
later.
Don't forget to review your equipment.
And you really don't have an angle on this guy or not? I don't know if you do or not. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if this clips through the fence right here. And he even ducked too. Again, the named ones have far more evasion and defense and everything, annoyance factor. It gets frustrating after a while. So again, it's another reason why I don't really go out of my way to deal with them. They're just a pain in the ass.
On my way.
Now with her, you're going to want to repair the tank. And it's right there. I don't think, as of right this moment, there's nothing really in the tank in that base that's going to damage this tank too heavily, but it's just preparing for the future. And again, we're going to put her right there. She'll be defended behind the sandbags. I don't know if this guy, how much further down he's going to get, because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the tank forward again.
Entering combat.
So he would have to go past this tank before even having any chance of doing anything else. I don't think the mortar will reach him, to be honest with you. I don't know. That should be at his feet, and you would think that a grenade launched from a tank would kill him, but I guarantee you right now he's going to lay down flat and evade it.
Now.
Is he? Oh, he didn't. Wow. That's actually shocking, and good news, too, because that actually makes me feel a lot better about the situation. Again, those named ones are so annoying to deal with. There's one in the next mission that's a sniper that's always a pain in the ass to deal with. And you always have to, because how I beat the next mission, you run right across his path. Either which way. That's all for this turn, and we're pretty safe. There's not a lot everyone in the base can really do at this point in time. Again, those two will keep those back. Not really necessary otherwise. So now we can actually see what they're doing. Because of because of Juno up there on the hill, she actually can see down into the base. We can actually see all the farting around they end up doing, which is plentiful for whatever reason I don't know. And again, attacking this base from the front is always a risky proposition because it's always hard to get in there. That gate there is what's her name? Rosie and Nancy are on that road that leads to that fence gate right there. It's also still pretty risky to try to take the base from that route as well because of the fact that you come out into the middle of the base and it's just such an annoyance to be. There's nothing really there to easily get you through the mission. So what we're gonna do now,
I'm ready to go.
we're gonna bring these two up top and take out this cannon up at the top of the hill. And is she not gonna? Alright, she's not going to. So I'll just bring her forward and take this dude out, hopefully. Good. That's very good.
Next partner.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
Right there. Okay.
Moving
And
out.
Alicia as well. And you need your grenade.
Make sure you stay calm.
And you're going to want to push up to the edge and engage your grenade as fast as possible. Kind of see where they are, and then engage your grenade so that to stop them. Now, this dude down here, you can't see him, but as soon as you see the gold, right there, there he is. So we're going to put him right behind it and throw the grenade right down on top of him. That's going to throw him out of the base. And it also killed him. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's hit or miss.
Man down.
Either way, so we got, yeah, they're gonna shoot at you, so you're gonna want to take defense immediately, right there,
Forest picnickers.
and that's about all we need them for at this current moment. Now we need to get our tank up there. Okay, so I'm gonna use Nadine to clear the mines in the road first, so that if by chance the tank makes it up that far, they can keep going without the worry of you know, slowing it down more than it already is, because the distance the tank can go is limited. I understand using multiple units, the same unit multiple times in a turn, they get tired, and you know their movement bar would decrease. But the tank is a piece of machinery. It would make little to no sense for the tank itself to you know, get tired.
Concentrate your fire.
And let me see if I can't. Yes, okay. Just because there's nothing else for her to do, really. I don't know if I'm going to hit her or not when I move this tank forward. It doesn't actually harm the units. It just sounds worse than it actually is. And let me think here. Now, I know what a lot of people might be thinking. At this point in time, I could probably just take Juno and bring her around here and just jump right in the base and take it immediately. And that would be true if it weren't for a story plot point, if you will, that happens the moment you enter the base. So before you're in position, you do not want to enter the base. That is very important.
Entering combat.
Let me take a couple of points too, and I don't hit her. That's good. It's never a good thing when you run into your own enemy, or you turn into your own teammate.
Have you secured a view of the field there?
Okay.
Watch out for long-distance gunfire.
There we go. That's pretty good. I wasn't sure if I was going to get up here that far or not, but that's also why you want to, if just in case, you want to take out those mines in advance so that they don't cause you any tread damage, which limits your already small, you know, movement bar. So those three are up there. They are in position. They are good. As soon as I enter this base, that's when things are going to get interesting with the story plot development. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tank one more turn, and then I'm just going to, I don't know if I end my turn. Why not? It's not that important. It doesn't gain you anything to, you know, to take out what's about to show up. But with these three up here, it's more not just to have 3 grenades ready and waiting up at the top of this hill just to cover your bases. Because again, when the story mission happens, it's going to put 2 more people within this, you know, base. And if you were right here trying to run into the base, all of a sudden there's 2 more people there, you got to back out, and then there's nowhere to go at that point in time. So definitely keep these 3 up here for the time being. I'd like to have someone here. Usually I engage the story point with someone just quickly ducking their head into the base right at this gate, and then that would, you know, give the story cutscene would play out. But in this case, in this instance, these 2 will just hang loose and keep this dude from doing anything useful. And I'm just going to take my tank and drive on forward right over Lieutenant What's-His-Face, which I don't even know where he disappeared to. I think I already took him. Well, right about here is where, yep.
I got here as soon as I could.
Yet General Jaeger shows up.
Apparently not soon enough.
General Jaeger, you brought reinforcements?
A few, but this place is almost surrounded. We'll lose both the base and supplies if we hold here. Listen, I want you all to pack up what you can and get ready to evacuate.
Smart move. Definitely a smart move. Like I said, Jaeger has a good brain on him.
Buy you boys some time. Just leave the enemy to me.
And now you got to deal with Jaeger's tank. Alright, so I'm going to try to hit the track. Yes, that's the best thing that could have happened. So now his movement is severely limited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my own tank and I'm going to get it out of his path of sight.
Watch out for long-distance gunfire.
So that he can't actually do anything.
Take out that supply base.
I'm gonna back myself up, defend my weak point right there, because troops could come up and throw grenades at it. It's not really likely. Not to say it couldn't happen. This game has always gone out of its way to surprise me from time to time when I expect one thing and it does something different.
Sighted at 2 o'clock.
But now with his treads as defeated as they are, he really can't move. All he's going to be able to do is jigger back and forth, which he will. But at this point in time, he also can't shoot at us. So with that, we can end this action with my tank. And Alicia does not have a grenade. She does, though. I don't know if I feel like it or not. Oh, you know what? I'm going to grab... Who else do I have? I have Juno. Well, you never know. I'm going to grab Juno and bring Juno forward a few inches here. Also, switch to grenade. Same thing as before. Right there. So you're going to... And then that's where he is. Right behind.
Work with me.
I don't know if it kills him or not. The idea is to really blow up there. It did kill him, so there's that.
Enemy neutralized.
Now with her, you just pull her back. And let's pull her all the way back here, because there's no real reason to bunch the 3 of them up.
Block the road.
And I'm also, might as well, since I'm here now and thinking about it, let's take Freesia.
Watch me
And
dance.
you know what? Even depending
Time for a quick step.
if this goes the way I think it might,
Well,
if we can get him out of there, then I might feel bold enough to bring her down and take the base immediately, which is all that really needs to happen.
Shall we
It's
dance?
50-50. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. He's dead. Oh,
Next
shit. Do
partner.
I take the risk or do I not?
Who are these guys?
I don't know if I trust that or not.
please don't put yourself at risk.
I really don't know if I trust that.
Don't forget to review your equipment.
Because this is the second time that we've used her this turn. I'm not going to do.
Please, clear a path.
You know, it's nice to get the thing done as soon as possible. I think that would have given me an A rank. I'm not sure, A or B. Probably A. I think 4 is as fast as you can really do this safely, but I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to pull her back here, and then we're just going to let him jigger about, which, as you'll see, that's all he can do now with his treads as damaged as they are. Oh, that's all he can do. Wow, are you serious? I can't believe that he actually was able to get a... What did I say? What did I say? Sometimes their team can snipe you from across the map. It's incredibly stupid and frustrating. I don't think she's in any real danger because there's no enemies down there, but that still pisses me off. Oh, almost. Almost. Never mind. He definitely got shot that time. And now they're in the safety of the base, which means we're going to have to take him out again. And again, he's trying to come up the hill. That was very risky.
Please hit, okay?
I don't know if they'll do any more with him or not. Nope. Alright. I forgot all about those three. Alright, now that everyone's fresh... And as you saw, he could only, you know, move very limitedly.
Alright, here I go.
Same thing applies now. I'm gonna have to bring her forward and see if I can't grenade.
Damn it, I'm under fire.
Now, it's a blind shot with this dude right there. I might take 2 grenades because he's in the base in such a way that I can't quite get an angle on him. I don't know how well this is going to go. Oh, he's still alive by a thread. Yeah, he's right there. Alright. All's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue an order. Defense boost on Alicia.
This is an order.
And then this should be it. Definitely not the cleanest that I've ever done this mission, but I know it well enough that I can plan for other contingencies.
Moving out.
Try to give her as much of a little extra boost. And right about there, I say. He's almost dead, so I don't even really need to be scientific about the placement of this grenade. Yeah, there he is.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
There should be nobody left inside that base. The other guy's just outside it.
Don't allow them time to think.
And there it is. That's the end of the mission. Definitely not the cleanest that I've ever done it, but it's definitely... The biggest thing that I'll say...
That should just about do it.
The biggest thing I'll say about this mission is you do not want to take the base from the front. That is 5 times harder than it needs to be. It's far easier to get scouts up on top of the hill throwing grenades down onto everybody. This is one of the... What are they called? Skirmishes. It's a skirmish. And this is the first one that you can easily, repeatably do over and over and over again. It'll be the first one that's really worthwhile to grind. And it's also incredibly easy to do very fast, because at that point in time, instead of Jaeger's tank showing up mid-battle, what happens is I think there's a medium or light tank, something like that, in this base from the get-go, which simplifies a lot of matters. So it definitely, you can definitely power rush it a whole lot better, and makes it a lot easier. So yeah.
General Jaeger, base camp has been occupied. The relay from base patrol says they barely got out with the supplies.
And it doesn't matter how fast you do this mission, they always get out with the supplies.
Good. But I've got to hand it to them. Galia sent a real fox into these woods.
Again, he's the only one on the enemy team that has any brains on him.
Well, it's not a supply base anymore if there are no supplies. We're all done here.
Incoming transmission, Welks. They've taken the base, but most of the enemy already fled.
One step ahead. They timed that perfectly. I'm just glad that backup unit arrived late. Still, we've completed our mission. Nice work out there, Sevens.
Again, B rank. If I had pushed that last little bit, 1 turns fewer to 4 turns, I would have gotten an A rank, which always nice. But again, that would have been incredibly risky if I had ran out of juice. Then it would have ended badly. And again, what I say, you seize the ZMMP2 G in parentheses from the enemy. That's what you got from Lieutenant What's-His-Face. I forget. It's not that good. It's the I'll show you in a minute here.